Hey, it's Guido coming at you with a Tactics Talk. As always, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate the support. Loaded into Highway, I've got my E50 Tier 9 and a 357 top tier. Very good setup for me here. We are on Highway, which has a lot of area to cover, so we're going to call this one Round and Round. Round and round she goes. Where she stops, nobody knows. Foreshadowing. This is a map where often, especially if you are a medium or have a mobile tank, you will find yourself going all over the map, especially if it lasts a long time and one or the other pushes gets stagnated or doesn't push all the way straight through. You can find yourself really moving around the map. So as I load into this, we're in the northeast spawn and I'm heading into the town. I go there because I know they've got the ST1 and a couple heavies, and I figure at least initially we need to make sure that the town either holds or wins. Ideally wins is the plan here. I could have gone out to the field over to the northwest, but I felt like with the TDs that they had and the 2 artillery, especially with my larger type of medium, I probably would have found myself having not a great day. And as you can see, when I deploy, I'm dragging the majority of my team with me. And had I gone to the northwest, I'd only had that T-29 and a couple campers sitting back there. The scouts are doing some good job down, doing a good job down in the middle. But had I been at A1 or A2, I could have easily been a sitting duck over there. Now it's hard to know because I am out ahead, and as a good player, I tend to move immediately to where I think I need to be. It's hard to know if a lot of that team is following me or they had planned to come this way in any event. What's happening though is that most of them are coming into town. So as I start to see this develop, I figure that we probably have a pretty good chance to win the town, provided I can drag these guys up and make them stop hanging out in the back of the town there. They are slower tanks and I have quite a fast tank, so some of them look like they're moving forward with a purpose, so that's a good thing. Ideally, I'm starting to drag them up with a little bit of the gravity of my positioning. So we'll come in here. That corner right there is usually pretty good. I end up shooting that thing down. Probably could have hit it with my tank and knocked it down. It's not going to stop you from seeing somebody, and often you can shoot right through it and take them out, or at least put a hit on them. And now I'm just kind of maneuvering around side scraping, and the E50 is a pretty fantastic side scraper. Finally get rid of that thing. Something I should have done right at the beginning was get rid of both of those pieces of brick. Although remember that the brick is protection against HE. So say they had like a Type 4 or Type 5 or something that would fire HE, you might want to think about leaving it up because it could eat an HE shell and save you some damage. Now I am being very patient. You can see that it's developing over in the northwest. They did send a scout to A1, but they don't seem too interested in getting really aggressive about pushing, so that's fine. The scouts are keeping them busy in the middle, so this is actually working out pretty good for us. Now we've just got to figure out how to deal with their city forces. See a KV-3 there and start to abuse him, put a shot into him. I tuck up right there because I'm expecting the Scorpion to come around the corner and try to get me right after I shoot, and then I notice that a T-49's got by me, so I do need to watch out for him. I'll side scrape that KV-3, and again pushing forward. I'm looking at where that Scorpion might come out. Now I'm looking for the T-49. Where's that guy? Looks like the Scorp did, but he's actually shooting my guys on the corner behind me, and that is helping me keep him honest so he doesn't come around and take a shot on me. Try to get this KV-3 again, put another shot on him. There goes the T-49. He's going to get by before I can shoot him. And you can see that on my right, my team is pushing up into them and got them busy, so based on what I'm seeing, how many tanks are around, I'm going to push across to this spot over here, and now I can get a different angle on these guys and start working on them. Scorpion looks like he wants to come for me. Paying attention to what he's doing. Initially I was going to poke, but he's got to reload, so I'm just going to come out and shoot and bait a shot and bounce it. Okay, fantastic rammer. I don't know why he would come at me, but he did. And then I know I'm going to eat that stupid 49. I shift myself just enough to try to get some damage on the ram, and then I auto-aim him and shoot, which was not a great idea because watch what happens here. If you auto-aim somebody and forget that you've auto-aimed them, see me zooming in? Yep, oh yeah, I'm going to get a shot. Watch this, guys. I still don't notice that it's happening. Oh! And that's how I didn't get damage on the Scorpion. So auto aim to one tank, aiming at the other, and then take a hit. Kind of pay attention to what this Scorpion's doing. He's looking right at me. And he actually gets a shot on that one. I'm sorry, he actually bounced that one. So more side scraping madness. There goes the Scorpion. I'm going to make sure he dies. He actually gets killed, I believe, by the super. Nope, Scorpion G got him. Alright, so this is looking pretty even. And we've won the city, which is what I talked about, right? We needed to win the city. We're still kind of futzing around out in the field. There's no decisive action right there. We did lose quite a few tanks taking these guys out. So I have two options now. I can either push into all this mess, maybe some TDs. Actually, their TDs are gone, but their Artie is sitting up there. Lots of scouts and mediums who can see me. That LTG is a concern. That's a pretty good tank. T49, he can shed hit points off me because of the HE derp, and even the 1375 gets around me. He can do some serious damage with the clip out there. So this is really not a situation. I don't have a lot of support, just one super. Really not a situation I feel like I can blitz up onto their cap. Plus these guys can get back and cause me all kinds of trouble. There's just no way to really approach what is going to be a siege mentality here with these guys and a couple already sitting up there plinking away at me. So my decision is not so much. Initially I'll sort of think about it. I'm taking stock of the situation right now, and then I notice that we've lost some guys over there. There is a super Pershing of theirs. I'm sort of looking for that 49. If I can't catch him out in the open and nuke him, that'd be great. What's the super doing? He's still hanging out there. Nope, nobody going on. Alright, probably time to blow off this area. It's going to take him a while to get back up into the city anyway. Take a quick look here. Scouts aren't anywhere available. Yep, definitely time to get out of here. And this is the get around part I talked about. Came all the way down here. Let's swing back and see if we can't clean up whatever they've got going on out in the field. So I feel like potentially they may be trying to push. They got some relatively fast tanks. 49, 1375, A44, LTG, even the super Pershing there. I'm really hoping the 54 lightweight can do some work on them with our Artie. It'd be nice if we could kill that guy out. Get rid of that super, fellas. Come on, that'd be great. Now, as far as the approach going back, you can stay down on the tracks right there. That way you won't be spotted, or you can come up here. I did that just to take a quick look in case somebody was blitzing up the middle, but I don't want to go across that ridge line and highlight myself and allow everything to shoot at me, to include the Artie. So I'm going to come back this way. Excellent. There goes the super. Alright, we got any scouts out in the middle? That's what I'm looking for now. No. Okay, so no sense to keep on going down out in the open. We'll just keep taking a look. 54 lightweight's coming back. So let's head over this way. And initially my thought is maybe I will actually push into the A1, A2 area. Well, probably not. There's a scout there. Well, let's see if we can help these guys sniping. E50's a good sniper. Got a little goofiness going on with my replay right there. And holy cow, look at this. There's the A44. Now this is something that the E50 is spectacular at. I'm going to shoot him as I come in. I'm just going to ram him to death. Just like that. And I fix it immediately. And you'll notice that I've used my kit. I will use my kit several times during this battle. Okay, there he goes. I just fire on the run, because I know I'm still spotted, at least for a little while. And I'll just run up into here where I can get some protection from Artie and hide from any prying eyes. There goes the LTG. So he's up out of the way. I can't quite get to him. And he's killed off the super. Notice the super stayed around hanging out in the buildings right there. He should have probably pulled out with me. Got back closer to the cap. The problem is he's so slow. I don't have time to wait for him to do everything. So I'm just going to have to do things on my own here. The good news is the Scorpion actually can keep up with me. And you'll notice he sort of shadows me for the rest of this. There's that guy. And of course he nails me. Run, run away. No, it's not here. I thought he got me. It's going to be a little while later. Yep, I was still sighted by something. And I'll just fix it. Burn a kit. And I do that because I want the speed. I know they've got another Artie, so the last thing I want to do is start to get hit by a bunch of Artie in a row. Okay, so I've kind of got the same conundrum over here. I came over to this side to see if we could clean up anything who might be pushing our cap. So I went all the way down here, we won here, I came all the way back up to here, cleaned out the A44, came all the way this way to see what I could get, but now we've got the same problem. There could be several tanks sitting here. We're going to be pushing into Artie hanging out in the corner hitting us. I'm down to 485 or whatever his hit points. I feel like I don't really have what I need to push into these, and look at this. The LTG, which I saw in the town earlier, and I was keeping that in the back of my mind. Like, well, he pushed the town and he killed the super, so there's a good possibility he may go after our Artie. So round, I get around all the way back to cap now. All the way back to cap. And good for us, the Scorpion actually notices what I'm doing, and he turns around and leaves as well. So I liked what he was thinking. He was going up there to get a little overwatch. Maybe I could get some spots for him, but right now we got bigger fish to fry. That LTG is pushing into our cap. And he's kind of doing the same thing I'm doing. He's looking to get some lights, see what he can probe and find, maybe get the artillery to hit a few things, get a few kills on his own as he comes in there. And we are a little bit behind the power curve now, based on what we've got left. 2 Artie, me, and a Scorpion. I would love to save one of the Arties if I could. Now, one of them ran down into the flats down there, and of course now his screen is leaving, right? We're the fast tanks. We just left him, so he's sort of out in the open, unfortunately for him. And I need to go ahead and get this LTG if I can. Gonna cut him off if he's trying to run away. Where is this guy? Oh, nope, he's not trying to run away. He's right there. He shoots, tracks me. I fix it immediately and keep moving. Fix it immediately and keep moving. I'll just take the extra cost, because what I don't want to be doing is sitting there tracked and eat 2 Artie shots. You'll notice one comes in behind me. Bap. So they were looking that way. Obviously when I got lit, they were certainly looking that way. And the last thing they saw me doing was moving this direction. But the Scorpion G is coming back with me. So 2 options once again. I could go back to the field. Well, wait a minute. I probably don't want to go back to the field, because I'm more than likely going to get outspotted by the T-49 and then nuked by the Artie. So the thought process here is, Scorpion G, why don't you hang out a little bit behind me such that you can get back to the cap if you need to. And I'm going to go to their cap. I feel like I've got enough speed. Now it's certainly possible their Tiger could trundle over there and the T-49. Maybe even the Artie decide to be moving forward and be aggressive. Potentially fast enough to cap me out. But I think, based on what they have left, that I can probably get over here, see what's what, maybe kill a couple Artie and still get back if that one tank jumps on cap. You also notice, other than the one building back there, I'm avoiding knocking stuff over. So I'd like to not give any intel to Artie if it's doing any of its top-down look over here, trying to figure out which way we might be moving. If we come blasting through the town, knocking trees down, knocking buildings down and everything else, that may give them some SA. So I will try to avoid that. Now Scorp is following me. I sort of wish he'd have hung out a little bit further back, but it turns out where he goes is actually a good idea. So again, just shadowing me. And I'm watching the timer like a hawk. If something jumps on that cap, I've got the blitz straight over there and take care of it. But based on what I've been seeing, I'm really feeling like the Artie's probably sitting back here somewhere. I'm going to use this tree for whatever little cover the knockdown tree can give me, if any. Alright, let's see what we got. Where are they? Aha! There's one down. And now I got to start moving right to left. Little wiggle, little shake. Ah, there he is. He's on the cap. So there you see, minute 34, 37. That should be enough time for me to get back. Ah, there's the Tiger. Can't leave him on my side, so I do have to deal with him. And the good news is, wacko, the Scorp gets him. I get stunned, and I fix it. Alright, so not afraid to use the kit. Once again, the game has gone long enough. What have I, that's my third, maybe fourth time I've used it. Because I need my speed. I need to keep trucking here. Now we've got a minute left. And look at the Scorpion doing a great job. He's on his way as well. And now we know where they all are. T-49 is on the cap. The Arty is moving along. Because I know that the Scorpion's going to get there pretty soon, I actually don't go straight across on the right side of the river. What I'm trying to do is maybe catch the Arty out in the open here. And plus I know there's a little high ground right here, so that'll work. Put a hit on him. Scorpion takes him out. Well done, Scorpion. There's the Arty. Another shot into him. Let me see if I can reload in time. Can I get him? And Scorpion G shoots him from across the map. And that's the end of that. About 6,000 damage. Ends up being a win. Round, I get around. Round and round it goes. Where it stops, nobody knows. So I covered a lot of territory in that game. Initially went down to the town. We win the town. I come back. I go all the way up over to here. It doesn't look pushable. That didn't look pushable. Come back. Get down in here. Kill that A44. Come back. Get down into here. Kill the Arty. Come back across. Scorpion doing a great job. Every bit as responsible for this win as me would be him and his good play hanging out with me. Good thing is the tank was fast enough to keep up. And we ended up pulling this thing out. So sometimes you just got to get around. I hope you liked what you saw. Hopefully you learned something. If you liked it, make sure you subscribe. Otherwise, we will see you.